We live in a fantastic world. We can choose to buy a rug from Peru and it can be with us in 24 hours. We can choose to answer one of 26 emails we've had just before lunchtime. We can start a business in about 2 hours in an afternoon. We can speak to our grandchildren on Byron Bay Beach at a drop of a hat. We can choose to decide all of these things. Decide how we look at that cat meme all weekend. It's a fantastic world. We have another world. A world of rising oceans and growing deserts. Of people growing in population and people moving all over the planet more than ever before. We have reducing resources and increasing waste. We have a challenging world. People talk about saving the planet. Yes, but what's the elephant in the room? The elephant in the room is the planet will survive. It will keep going around the sun much longer than us, because what we're actually talking about is the survival of humanity. That's what we're striving to change. We live in a complex world. We need complex solutions. And if anybody's worked in creativity, you will know the way to do that is to bring ideas together. We need to grow the diversity of how we think, bring together cultures and languages, functions and silos, understand how we work together. Actually, we've done this before. A guy called Da Vinci, you might have heard of him, lived around 500 years ago, was high in the Renaissance, very popular. Da Vinci studied maths and astronomy, medicine, art, dance, geology, geography. He was the original polymath long before Stephen Fry could even say the word. We need not only creativity now, but co-creativity. Da Vinci could hold the whole world in his mind and create solutions. Bring water uphill. The first parachute, the first helicopter, the start of comparative anatomy. But he did that all in his own mind. Now we have too much to think about. We don't need to create, we need to co-create. We need to bring people together with diversity rather than having one person. The hero inventor is past us, I'm afraid. What we need to do is co-create. And co-creation has a partner in crime, collaboration. Collaboration is the glue that binds it together. If co-creation is the product, collaboration is the glue. It surrounds us. It runs through us. It binds the galaxy together. Oh no, that might be something else. So we need all of this coming together because we have a complex world. But actually there's something else. This world is working against us even more. We've talked about decisions. Not only do we need to create, we need to be in spite of the world we've created. Creativity is done in the human part of our brain, the big bit that's unique to us. We make connections. It's the rational part and the creative part. The neocortex, the big bit that makes us human. But actually, we also have the limbic system, the amygdala, our ancient part of our brain. You will have seen this outside with the chimp. This is the chimp inside us. It runs on emotion. It makes decisions based on survival, not on creativity. How to survive to tomorrow, how to bring in the next generation, how to get my next meal. And the problem is, with all the decisions we have to be making every single day, we're engaging this part of the brain more and more. So rather than being creative, we're being emotional and going back to our base instincts. Our own mindset is working against what we actually need. It's a problem. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you. Inside your bags, you should have 2 blanks of piece of paper. Get them out. Get them out. I'm going to show you how this works. 2 blank pieces of paper and a pen. It's inside. You will need to be by the person beside you. Find a partner. You might know them, you might not. Tonight's a bit of an adventure. So we have 2 pieces of paper. Okay, first one. Number 1. On the first piece of paper, what I want you to do is discuss with your partner what you'd like to draw and draw it. You have 30 seconds starting now. A 30. That's 30 seconds. Stop there. Whatever you've done will do. Thank you very much. Stop there. Now, on the other piece of paper, what I would like you to do, without talking, without communicating, what I'd like to do is do something else. I want you to take turns on creating something. The first person might have a sweep, someone else adds to it, add to it, add to it, add to it, and see what emerges. No communication, don't talk, and also don't try and complete something to make it look like something. Okay? You have 30 seconds, off you go. No cheating at the back, I can hear you. Okay, stop there. However far you've got, that's fine. We only have 15 minutes for this. So therefore, okay, I'm now going to come amongst you and find some great drawings. Okay, so what I want you to do is hold them up. Hold up the ones to start with, the first ones that you did. Let's see some of those. Oh, I like that. Let's see one of those. Oh, that's the perfect one. That's perfect. That'll do. Brilliant. These are perfect. Okay, now I want number 2s, the more emergent one. Let's have a look at the. Oh, that's a bit strange. I really like that. That's beautiful, and that's beautiful. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Brilliant. Okay. Excellent. I've made it back on the stage without my trousers splitting, so that's a result for tonight. Okay. You probably won't be able to see this. People at the front will. These are the first ones, classic ones. A house. What a surprise. And a cat. Probably something at home. Brilliant. Yeah, you love it. Yeah, you've seen your house. Brilliant. Secondly, I don't want to upset the decoration. These, I've never seen anything like these before in my life. I have no idea what these are. This could be a cat with a Z on it, could be sleeping, or it could be an apple that's been skewered. I have no idea. This one is an eye in the sky and some strange shading. I really don't know what that is. The point is, these are memories. These are things we've already seen. I can guarantee amongst you there will be houses, flowers, things you recognise, cats, those kind of things. In your other hands will be things that you've never seen before in your life. And that's the point. What you created was something emergent. You didn't try to have a business meeting around it, a brainstorm where it's very structured. You put the right conditions in place for you to emerge a solution. This is true creativity, and this is what we're after. The last thing to say is because of what's going on here, going on one workshop won't do. We need to do this every single day. The decisions are affecting us every day. How do we get this going every day? About 6 years ago, I was sitting on my sofa, not procreating. I say this because plenty of my friends had been. Not on that sofa or on that Tuesday. But they'd been procreating in their lives, hence why I didn't have a social life anymore. So I sat on my sofa by myself. So I decided to do something about it. I'd done some drama earlier on in my life, so I went down the theatre. Fantastically, got a couple of parts, had a great time, met some great people. But the thing when you go back to the theatre at the age of 40 is that you have to learn lines. And it's really quite painful. So fortunately, I was always also introduced to the area of improvisation. And the glory about that was improvisation. You don't need to learn any lines. You make it up in front of the audience. Ah, brilliant. This is a bargain. I can actually go and do this without having to do any preparation. Joy. So I discovered improvisation. This is where we make it up on the stage. When you see it, you might have seen Whose Line Is It Anyway, Showstoppers, the improvised musical, or something else, probably improvised. When you see it for the first time, sometimes you think it's magic. But actually I can tell from doing it, it's actually magical. It's an amazing experience to do it because you're working together with others to create something you've never seen before. I was so interested by this because it builds capability to deal with uncertainty. When you go on stage, you don't know what you encounter. So we get a load of tools to be able to do that. We get to be more adaptive, more flexible. This is what we're after. I was so impressed by this that I started to use this in the work I did exactly that way. Soon after, I found others who were doing the same. A network of applied improvisers. Improvisers who often came from theatre but were using the principles to apply in a non-performance context. To give you a clue about this, rather than produce stories on stage, I encountered people who were doing this. Disaster relief, working with the Red Cross to be able to deal with uncertainty. When the mobile service goes out, where do you get your maps from? A whole generation have just used this. What do you do? How do you get people to be creative within a certain construct? The practice that we've used on stage works perfectly for this. Dementia, helping people deal with the reality of today and be in the present, rather than actually having the stress of worrying about the past, and actually using their minds in a more proactive way. We use it in software development. The collaboration that we need for Agile uses great tools to be able to collaborate. Mental health, depression and anxiety. The tools that we use to be in the moment are fantastic in application for mental health. Doctors and patients. It's helping doctors be more empathetic with patients by improving their listening skills. All these tools we've had in improvisation for many years, we're using in reality. And when we come to organisations, those parts of resilience and adaptation, of organisational plasticity to deal with the complex the world that we have that changes every week, this is exactly what we need. But how do we do it? It's really easy. You've probably heard yes and. accept, and build. Make your partner look good. Have you ever been in a meeting where you were both working on that principle? It's an amazing feeling, I can tell you. Because that's the great feeling you get on stage, working as an ensemble. The product is more important than any of our egos. One of the things that we remember is leave your ego at the door. We take short turns, exactly how you did, to build in partnership. We learn to notice more, but particularly what we do is play to play, not play to win. We bring out the child in all of us, and that's what we do. So suddenly, we play games, which builds these principles. We get co-creation and collaboration. We embrace diversity, and we build these complex solutions that we really want. So my hope after tonight is go and improvise. I believe this should be in education and organisations to help you deal with the reality of the 21st century, the fast-moving world that we have. I think if we can improvise, we can save the planet. And so by making things up, maybe we can even save ourselves. Thank you.